the physical risk thing is certainly something that is an issue, and I think it comes down to the point that I made in my presentation, where it's one of those issues which is something that is long-term in nature, and for business it's very difficult to make that link between something that might happen in the future. Although we are certainly seeing the effects of climate change today, it's making those links between those physical impacts and the financial bottom line. Now, there are ways of doing it, and I talked about the port closure example. So you can relate that back into financial terms by saying we are not exporting products for a certain number of days. That means a loss of X rands. If you look at another example in terms of let's say, we know that climate change is resulting in an increase in temperature. So what is that? The effect of that on, let's say, a mining company that might be fairly marginal, where you have an increase in temperature, it means an increase in demand for things like cooling, it means an increase, increased energy costs. Again, you can relate that to the financial bottom line. And I think that's where the important thing is, making those links between physical risks and the actual financial impact, because that is what business understands. They understand, yes, there might be an impact in the future, but if you can make that link between something that is tangible in rands of dollars and those risks, then you've got a far greater chance of actually addressing it.
If you look at the guidance that the SEC has given towards disclosure and climate change risk, one of the big paragraphs there relates to physical risk. So certain operations and certain companies are, have to quantify those risks for disclosure. So companies are beginning to make those types of links. And another point is that the insurance industry, for example, looking at extreme weather and these changes, I happen to be in the US when Katrina hit, and you see the insurance industry beginning to factor these things into their risk modeling models. So it's starting to be something that comes front and center in this debate.